RRQ coach said Pacific got a new coach desk. What's the reason? Got extra padding in there for the beating that it takes. Okay, RRQ on defense, DFM on attack. And that's not a good pistol stat. 39%, dude.
But then the one share for Medusa has that Killjoy on the attack here, favoring a lot more the firepower.
No one wants the util. It's Icebox. There's not a classic in sight.
On the lurk on the A side as well.
Let's see what this is going to look like for DFM.
Okay, I already like this though. Starting to get the official. Again, DFM chat with a bit of time off. There's gonna be some cool stuff. Their coach is pretty legit.
Yeah, already very deep for Medusa, so he could immediately start to go get information on A if he ever so needs. But the dash being used by DFM, so it's a pretty big commitment to the P site with the toxic screen up. They want to supplement it with the high tide, make sure that you have full time. And look at this, they're already concerned.
Yeah, and it's just wall to get first bit of map control, wall to get second bit of map control.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
It's a nice plan, and they go 3 people snowman.
From the shock dart, but this is going to have to come down to
I mean, this knife should be huge.
Wall already going to be thrown forward. And the flash over
There's the double flash, but the Dizzy did not go far enough.
Here by RRQ, they just have to go in and win these fights dry, and it's not working out for them.
Yeah, not looking good so far. Estrella is going to be the one guy to get it going.
Lovely bait and
Sparrow do get a couple apiece, but now a lot of time bought here. And still a couple of members left for Medusa. It's all up to
how on earth do you win this one?
Back on the roster in the first round.
Lovely. Bro, they played this really well, though. So if we just focus on just purely Snowman at the moment, the fact that there's like a Harbor High Tide, I think it's called, Cascade maybe, can't remember which one's which. The fact they, okay, Cascade. The fact they throw this so far away, that they have to use their double flashes really early so they don't get enough space. Like the Dizzy doesn't even flash anyone because he had to throw it so early. So that was like a really good plan from DFM. They realized they're playing against a flood comp, and they're trying to make sure that they have to, instead of getting close flood, they have to use all their util like for an area where no one is basically. That was sick. That was a great pistol from them. It was a good start. That's what I'm saying, man. This coach is really good. Their game plans and their overall macro stuff are really good. I just feel like a lot of the time it's just like an individual diff.
But May with the opening kill opens things up.
He's in here on the jet, trying to enter. He's going to get that first kill. Medusa going to push through the wall. He does immediately go down to the one click from Jemkin, but May is still not cleared out on the top.
God, this kid, man. Look at this kid go.
And he's going to not pick up the ace after all of that here.
They still did a lot of damage though. They were allowed 1 death, and they got so far too.
Firepower advantage that did go the way of DFM, but it is still looking pretty good for DFM here.
Yeah, they at least get the plant on this one. A little bit costly. They get the best 2 guns though. Yeah, I say individual diff. That doesn't include this guy. This guy actually diffs most people.
Firepower-wise, the bonus is still going to be a pretty strong bonus round, but May really proving that he has been putting up the numbers through and through. And let's not forget, May and Jemkin, they used to go at it against each other back in Challengers Japan last year. Now they're meeting each other on the big stage.
May, bro, he's so... His stream is fun to watch, man. That guy's got really good aim.
Now trying to prove that he earns a spot at that discussion here in VCT Pacific.
The ass-pass of APAC, kind of.
Very strong talent, as they were saying, even on the analyst desk. It's, you know, we know what he can do. It's more so.
Okay, first big bonus, and with the depth that they were allowed to pick up an extra gun.
Speaking of which, he's going to be pushing right down the middle here.
Hey, the molly was good, so... Okay, I think it's so fine for DFM, just testing a bit of middle on the bonus. It's a bonus, why not try a bit of middle? Probably won't be seeing that much again. And that is a clean round, bro. Got 1 armor rebuy. Money's pretty good for RRQ.
We should know that it is Jemkin picking up the Gecko, trying to follow up in something's footsteps. It seems the Russian duelist switching over to the Geckos across different maps. We'll see how good his util usage continues to be. But as much as the round itself doesn't go well at all for DFM, I like that they say, okay, it's a bonus. Let's throw something else out there. Let's throw a little bit of conditioning, a bit of a curveball
exactly
to
what
make
I
sure
said.
that they have to continue to invest.
It's getting a little bit
into that
scared of middle. I
part
think
of
it's
the map so we
okay.
can have a
Okay,
bit of an easier
knives as
decisive
well, so the
couple
money's going to be
rounds.
nice for him. Everyone else can't buy, so only make him buy
Able to
after
there on
this
the
one.
timing, just pushing in behind them. They did not expect that at all, and it really took the wind out of the sails of that.
Here we go.
push.
Is a double
So,
flash comp.
as you mentioned, trying
Are they
something
expecting
a bit
this? They're playing pretty
sneaky
far
there on
back.
the bonus, but now does
Honestly?
have the blades out here for May. We'll see if
This is
he
a
can
good
get
sign from
something big
DFM. Now they
on
can
the
go a little
site
bit
once
closer.
again, as he did in that
And the
anti-ego.
good news is when they do this, it's like only good once because the Dizzy normally gets sent over, and as long as you hold on to it, it's a massive, massive win. And like the whole comp kind of works around double flash, so this is a big win at the moment for DFM.
Still got a shock dart, of course. You still have the mosh as well for anything like a retake or just to delay.
Hello, Prius. How we doing?
Starts to run out. And that's going to be something that DFM really has to figure out what they want to do, right? It's another
something like
initiator
that.
you're not used to playing
Prius.
against. Sure, there's no duelist on the other side, but the concern right now is DFM, they're the ones who have to break through. Now starting to re-clear space, but the Cascade and the drone gives it up pretty clearly. So RRQ shifting to a 2-1-2 default.
Well,
This drone is going to see a couple of them
that's two of them.
outside of A.
So the overall plan of faking over towards B and walking up A really didn't work. So the Lurker now over towards B just starts dueling. But yeah, I mean we got 3 people here in a fast flank. Dude, I don't even think they're gonna expect Farah here, right? Yeah. Oh, that's a shot, bro.
Yeah, Xpera, huge value there. Medusa finally able to take him down, but this is going to make this a pretty even spot. As looking for the defuse now.
Kind of hard, they got no vision block.
Throw that down.
Lil Bro's just doing it.
Has the angle.
Lil Bro's just doing it.
He's controlling this area, and Astrid
Okay.
is also able to stop them from getting in. Anthem does trade one back, but this is still going to be around over to RRQ. You do see that Anthem does barely get away there.
Seems like DFM maybe was a bit too concerned about staying calm here in the post plan.
Yeah, I mean, someone needed to swing a little bit earlier. I don't know if there was like a calm at the same time as the defuse came in, but
let's say it wasn't Wingman. Let's say it was
like no one actually swung for the first half here. That is a shot and a half.
Guaranteed by RRQ. And while I appreciate the fact that DFM's not panicking, it is something they're going to have to revisit, and especially, of course, considering that the Wingman is a factor, right? It's still going to be a 3v3 firefight.
Yeah, also playing off-site against this comp. I mean, it's kind of fine, but you kind of gotta accept it,
Only
I guess.
2 rifles in this round, though. We'll see where they do go with this. As the wall is up, they are pushing in towards B. Just waiting at yellow to see if anyone is going to poke their head out.
Prius, you're never visiting. You're not invited.
You could try to recover it in the process of a retake. Draws out the Reckoning as well, so ult for ult, but you still got no command on the side of RRQ.
Yeah, that you do. Anthem, though, pushing out here, able to get that first kill. And now it's just kind of on the run. They are going to get this plant down and look to defend it. As there it is, but Xpero up top, he is going to pick up one, and May's going to win that long-range fight now.
They silver it?
Lockdown here from the side of
I think it's done so early that it's so fine to just accept this.
Stop this from happening.
This is the silver ult though.
Rotate out of here entirely and move over to A.
Oh, they missed their molly a little bit. Yeah, and this one guy is keeping them all here.
And this is an absolute pain point for RRQ.
Yeah, that's a lovely flash on top of this. It's a Pharaoh again, has really good timing on the flank. Pretty sure he had at least 2 running.
All the ultimates on the side of RRQ, I would say that's a victory in and of its own. But if they get more kills here, it's going to be bad for RRQ.
Yeah, May just absolutely fantastic.
They got double flank and May's already
knowing
just
exactly
locked down
one
spawn.
guy would just be out there rotating in and out.
Jesus,
Medusa
what a
with
shot.
Quick headshot with the Sheriff, and you see that Jemkin's saying, well, I don't think I've got a chance here, and he might just look to back out of this one.
Yeah, you got us.
Yeah, that was nice. I like the DFM were pretty calm with the Killjoy ult going down.
Give away the upgrades already. Pings coming in on the rifles that would have been dropped. So it does look like DFM will have quite a few.
People get whoever has to play DFM within like the first 2 weeks get a pretty bad draw, because they're one of those teams that once you have some demos on them, I think it's fine. But the first time you play against a lot of their maps, and they spent some time, it's pretty hard.
Bringing the 3 sheriffs into that round and still able to pick up the
They
win.
do some good stuff.
Yeah, and it's great to see
Like this
that
pistol
it's not
was
just
still pretty
May hitting some
impressive.
of these crucial impact shots right in that round. We have Medusa picking one up with the sheriff as well. Anthem doing a great job buying time over by Yellow, kind of sacrificing himself behind that container. So this is good news for DFM, and already we're seeing the impact of that bonus round that they
Like
had
Lev from
pushing
last
in.
year?
So
Yeah, a little
much
bit like
effort
that.
in the past 2
Those are
rounds
like
spent by
K-Corp from
RRQ
last year.
putting Util there, having someone
Probably
to try
not,
to play
probably
off
not
of
the
it.
company
And
you
now
want to be
finally RRQ
included
make
in.
the call to lead that
Okay,
win
so
and start
we
to
got
snap
Sova
one
ult
side
on
or the other.
attack, and we see an insta drone over from here.
The stack over towards the B site at the moment. They have left their Killjoy X-Pharaoh there in the middle of the map, and it is just more over here at A. As now,
Okay, I mean, this is going to be a blind. Oh,
get onto the back of the site, and DFM should be able to do
yeah, at least they know that the site's clear. We've got 5 people ready to flood, though, not expecting that angle. I like this from DFM. They made sure we had the most space possible.
Wild card position off of that dash, but for now, it's a quick retake coming in from RRQ. The attacker lockdown has to be used to try to fend this off.
This is sick as well. They have no dizzy now with this.
He's already there to try to block it too, Medusa. So
How much
forces
extra
them to
space
have to
do they
back
get?
off and
The
give
thing is,
fight
Viper's
plan.
still alive, so they kind of need to be scared of the wall.
Shock dart as well, trying to pressure on Anthem here, trying to punish, but now Anthem's still up top. Are they going to check this one? The timing is pretty good. The shots are good as well, but Elmimore and Jemkin do trade one apiece. Anthem's still alive on 17 health. And it is a straight up 2v2, a little bit.
Whoa!
But that was insane. He's able to beat the corner.
That was
Pick
ridiculous.
up a 4K. He's not going to be able to. Monyet in a 1v1.
Damn, I mean, that is straight up individual, man. That last kill is crazy out of the 3
What
from
an
Anthem.
absolute nasty shot from
Yeah, that
Anthem.
was-
I was
was
just about to
unreal,
think
bro.
in my head, he's already
I
on
never
time
thought he
again.
was gonna
He's
win
playing
this
so
duel.
well for
He
the
was
team. That's
so
all he needs to
low.
do with 17 HP. But he just gets it on a swing, jiggling right back into the wall. And like you said, Valdez, all these members of DFM staying
Whoa.
up top above. That's disgusting. They're using the map to their advantage. That's one of the things that makes Icebox a little bit annoying is there's a lot of verticality. And RRQ, they've been counting it out, and it's leading to a couple round losses.
Yeah, absolutely. RRQ definitely struggling a bit. They're going to have to figure out something there. I do
Yeah,
like that
and this is
fast
great, man.
attempt
This
for
high
a
tide.
retake, but
The good thing is, though, RRQ are doing
lockdown
nice as well,
actually
right?
worked
So,
out
so this
pretty well.
default where the high tide goes here,
Clamp down.
you can't stop them from getting out here, really. They tried to with a recon. The majority of the time, they're just like, well, we can at least get an orb.
DFM's got a good read. They realize Monyet just walked back, so they're
But
expecting
it's still a
that
nice,
there's backup here
still a
on the
nice
side of
default at the
green, and
moment.
there is, but the trade, it's not going to come through. Death is good for 2.
Yeah, and that's pretty insane.
Yeah,
Couple
and
shots.
their own smoke kind of
And you saw
blocked
that big nice
their.
RRQ not quite able to hit their shots.
Their
Medusa
flash,
is
yeah.
just waiting for this
Oh.
rotation to come out, and X-Pharaoh, oh no. That's
Oh,
just,
man.
Damn,
a
I like
free
that he
kill
waited
as
to see if there was
well.
any more as well.
DFM are just stacking them up here. Nice shot from Elmimore,
Spike down B.
but you know, not the easiest defense here. But
Ooh.
that's another one going the way of Elmimore, making things interesting. Looking at pressure, trying to get on top of Anthem here.
Oh my God, what is this guy on
Falls down,
today?
Hits the head and gets another one, but the shock dart will take him down as the rotation is coming back towards
30
A, as we
seconds
do
left.
see.
What did Anthem do in between the two
Yeah,
stages?
what the hell's going on with him?
He's doing like a really
These last 2
calm,
rounds have been
slow
sick from
wide
him.
swing against Jemkin and
Yeah.
absolutely outplaying him in that
Oh.
1v2. Elmimore sees one. They haven't spotted him yet.
Oh, that's huge. That's already more,
Oh,
but
it
Medusa
wasn't
is gonna be able to
expecting
take
the
it down.
last. He
Elmimore
did good
not
to make this one
expecting that extra
doable.
pressure to come
Dude,
in
DFM
that
looking nice.
quickly.
Gonna have to have a
So
timeout.
DFM 5 now on the board.
Has to be
The
a
thing
timeout.
is,
7.
Has to be a
you will have
timeout
to have a
from RRQ.
timeout,
Yeah,
but
timer
the
stopping
idea of
is-
what was going
here's
up towards
one of
A
the
was kind of
worst
nice.
feelings has to be that you bring an absolute info-heavy composition and you just get.
I think they need to be a
run
little bit
laps
more
around on the
chill
map.
with how often they're using the Dizzy
You're
Flash,
counting
because
things out, you're
the FM
making
are doing a really
assumptions
good
while you
job
have
of
the
making
triple
sure that
initiator. It
they'll
doesn't
use the
feel
Dizzy
good.
and then they
So I
don't have it
imagine that
again.
Ewok's gonna have to calm his players down, maybe remind
And also they
them
can do something
of a
about this
couple
A
habits
main
that he's
default.
seen
Like they can
from both
save their
teams.
recon
But
instead
also,
of using it
credit where credit is
insta.
due. DFM is using this composition against RRQ very well. They're forcing them to actually use the util very early. They force them to invest a member in some of the Killjoy util early and mid in the beginning couple of rounds. So playing a very big macro game, focusing on the strengths that DFM have prepared themselves here on the Icebox.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like what DFM are bringing to the table so far, and RRQ definitely showing something new, but perhaps you know, I assume they have practiced it a lot leading up into this and scrims and stuff.
35? 35 is not too bad. That's kind of sitting in the middle of the pack, right, with the coaches. Maybe high middle.
Not quite working out as they had practiced. So we'll see how it does go here after the timeout. You saw the post-timeout win rate.
Okay, let's see. I kind of want to see, do DFM change up their default now?
But not the lowest
Yeah, a little bit.
So we'll see how much impact Ewok can have. It is a buy round for RRQ, and you've got ults online. So you imagine that this is one of those rounds you should be winning off of the timeout. Already, just the two initiators trying to vie for Pipes control. Get that ult orb as well, build towards the Thrash. You already have two other valuable ones in the Pit and the Hunter's Fury.
He's just able to walk up and take that
Yeah,
one down.
this makes a lot of... Whoa.
Slowly creeping forward. This is happening while Elmiemore is also in, and Elmiemore is just going to be
that was
caught
mental,
totally
is it
off
not?
guard. Not even going to check it as May had just snuck into that little corner. And that's going to bring DFM to the advantage.
It makes sense
here
against the
this round.
old default they were doing.
And now on the B side, they feel
They
like
did just change it
now
up
need
to have
push out,
3
but it's
people
another
watching for a
crossfire. I don't
push.
think RRQ's gonna be expecting this
Oh
at
my god,
all.
DFM were all over them on this round,
They
chat.
were
They
not.
insert one
As
here.
Everyone's
They
gonna
had
take that
2
one down.
people
Manya
waiting for a push.
Looking to try to
So they
push him
kind of
up
knew
here.
that
Oh,
RRQ were going to
response.
go
Well,
aggro.
he does take down Anthem, but he immediately gets traded back. And obviously DFM 4-2 in terms of players right now, and they have a free push towards A at this point in time, so they will just go for that.
The stat, yeah, the
I
stat's
hate
not
to
worth
call
looking
him
at,
out on
really.
it, but Coach
The
Ewok
stat's
was the
more
one
a
who
little
said
bit
he
of
thinks
fun,
a lot
to
of
be
people
honest.
are underestimating DFM. I'm gonna be honest,
Because
RRQ
coaches that
players look like they're
pull the
underestimating
stat in
DFM
an
a
E
little
code,
bit here.
get wrecked.
Not making assumptions about the possible double teams, not making assumptions about the possible crossfires.
30 seconds
And right now,
left.
DFM look as calm as ever as they look to try to go to another 6th round win.
Last player
And
standing.
you see trying to take some long trades here. It does go 1-for-1 once again. Jemkin still outside the back of the site, and 1v3, he is going to back away from this one and give it over to DFM. But yeah, like you mentioned, you know, Anthem is looking great to start off this map, and you asked, you know, what did they do in preparation for Stage 2? What changed? And it does look like DFM have come in with a new fire for Stage 2.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
looking
worried that
quite
RRQ are
fantastic
kind of
to
out
start
of
off
ideas
Icebox.
at the moment,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you can talk about the strats, etc.
But I think
everything,
that
but
I would
RRQ was
have
also
done
one
the
of those teams
opposite
where
of what they
regardless
did,
of
right?
win
They
or
went a
lose,
bit
you
too
had a couple players that
aggro.
were always
Whereas I think,
good for a
like,
couple of kills,
a
right?
lot of the
Elmiemore
time
here
when
on
I've been
this
watching
Icebox
it, they've been
had some
trying to
nasty
get
games in Stage 1.
the flash
Jemkin,
out of
course,
them.
quietly always putting up incredible numbers across all
So
of their
I think if
matches.
you literally just
Manya,
save
despite some
everything,
of the chemistry
actually
that they were
just
still
play
working on
full
back when he was on
retake.
Paper X, was really finding his groove
I
when
think
they
it
were
would
at
work a
Masters
lot
Madrid.
better.
I mean, these are
Like,
some
their whole
high-caliber
retake over
players on the
towards
side
A,
of
the only
RRQ.
reason they
So
got messed up was because
DFM
of the Killjoy ult.
have come with
That meant that they couldn't
utmost
pick up their
preparation
Dizzy.
to make sure they're not getting pushed around both on the map as a macro level, but also individually at a micro level.
And you see the way some of these trades did go. DFM just kind of expecting it. And little nice there from May. Things going swimmingly. They take a very dominant round after the RRQ timeout.
Okay, we got
so that's
backup
always gonna
Judge
feel fantastic.
for the
Here on the
knives.
attacker side of Icebox, already at 6-2. So DFM looking to continue
Yeah,
with their
I just want to
streak
see
here.
these two over towards
You
site.
have
Wait
RRQ
to
in a
leave
position where they
site.
can still
Or I
buy
say, the problem
rifles
is now
and
there's
have
3 of
a bunch
them, so they're going to be
block
tempted to fight.
May has gone for the Judge here.
I think one thing that's probably throwing RRQ
I like that
off
they're all
is
like
DFM
left
starting
side of the
to
site,
not
no
stay
one's committed
consistent
too
at
heavy,
all,
so they
right?
can
Sometimes
easy
they're
get out
going
and they can just
utility
try and
push the
spam
enemy
through a
off
lot of these
pipes.
walls.
Sometimes they leave A open, allow for RRQ to aggress. So DFM
Ooh, that's
definitely
nice
staying
as
a
well.
step
We got
ahead of the reads.
we got
Yeah,
Sova
absolutely.
doing the
A lot of
drum
variety
behind where the
for
knife would
sure
hit.
in terms of what they have shown. Did see some poking out through mid here as the orb
Shot,
falls.
man.
Oh, that was sick from Xfero.
That's an absolute
Very
shot.
quick flick. He is going to take down Medusa.
And that's a big one because that's the tail end. Now they can't watch their flank anymore. You imagine that DFM will have to stay grouped. It's either that or they go in with even lower
Okay,
numbers.
man
They
advantage,
leave
let's
someone
see.
like Cess to maybe
I
watch
want
the
them
back.
to play off a site. Just let them take the
RRQ
site.
will
It's
now
all
say,
good.
We'll just make sure that we're
But
holding
just
onto
overall
back
to
site.
stop the
We know that
plant,
we have the numbers
then you
advantage.
could flood
Just
in
want
when they
info
try and
on the
plant
B
again.
side and keep the map control.
We're going to go for a similar entry with the Hunter's
Gecko's
Fury to
committed on site.
clear out some of the corners. Looks like it did a little
Guys,
bit of damage. May as well
stop-
is gonna get
stop
one, but
fighting
immediately
like
gets
this.
Taken out by Jemkin as the pressure onto the back of the site, and Elmiemore is going to get his own Hunter's Fury kill. This push has been pretty much shut down as you do see Cess going for the plants here. Takes a bit of damage, but Anthem is able to defend
God,
it for
it's
now, but the
close,
shots aren't
though.
on yet.
Oh,
Beacon,
no.
It's all up to Anthem in the 1v1, and Monyet's going to
My
hit the
God, that's
headshot
close.
and bring RRQ
Dude,
back
what
onto
is
the
with
board.
what is in
But it
teams
took
in
so
Pacific at the
much
moment
for
playing
RRQ.
their comps on
Anthem,
Icebox wrong?
he's the only remaining player from the DFM squad last year, and there were several times even last year.
Okay, big round from Monyet.
You know, doing his best, making the calls as he transitions to that IGL role. He was hitting some good shots, but this is a whole different level, really leading by example, and you can tell it's having a great impact on the rest of the team staying calm. It all starts with Xfero with a nasty flick. Oh man, you could tell. That's one of those flicks where you know it's always in the back of his mind, right? He's just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, no, he was ready. He reacted extremely quickly. And
Maybe for week 1 only? I hope so.
Saw that Monyet pretty critical there towards the end, also hitting his shots in what could have been a really precarious situation. I mean, they really needed that round. RRQ did.
Oh.
But let's see how it's going to go. As now May is getting a bit aggressive, trying to peek onto this one.
But the defense wanted to pinch here with the fish ult. And the fish ult's now just open in spawn. They should just relax, right? Cancel their strat and just hold the fish ult.
He's got some support from his team as well.
Oh, Xfero's up top. That's going to be a hard position to read, but Ned, is he checking for it? No.
Oh,
gets routed.
Yeah, it does get traded back by Anthem, who did push in towards A.
Damn, we actually see an A split.
Mid and through A, they are able to get on the
What a shot. Oh, goodness.
Another one through the wall. Kind of insane how he's able to shut this one down just by himself. So now DFM in a little bit of a scramble, not expecting the
2v4
third
in
guy
this
to be
peak.
in that corner. As May's still
Still
here,
no plant.
Still trying to poke down the plants, but
They got the double flashes, but they used one flash.
Let's see if May can get this 1v2 here. As Estrella is looking this direction, he's going to drop down.
Okay, lovely from RRQ. Yeah, decided to mix up a little bit. Fish ult over towards spawn, and they wanted the double push and try and pinch over towards here. DFM maybe should have cancelled and just held the fish ult, but they actually had A site. It wasn't too bad. Man, it's such a classic Icebox game where DFM playing just normal Icebox. So normal Icebox is like what, 4-1, 5-man hit sites. Both of their mid strats have failed, and this is just such a common thing, and this is why everyone complains about this map, because you never actually need to go through middle. It is just a crap map. Because this is what is better. You're better off just 5-person hitting a site than you are doing anything on middle.
Does look just to be 5 members pushing in through the front door of A. And I think this worked very early on in this map.
Yeah, this is a good example of it.
Down here on the
just like,
end,
they try something middle, it fails because they go into multiple crossfires.
Xfero outside the pit is going to get this first kill.
Yeah, and you saw that, and that was a spike as well, so you know that DFM now a little bit stuck. Xfero just looking to buy time. It's going to be the lockdown to counter out the enemy's Viper's Pit as well. All ultimates going out in this round.
Yeah, we got pits, we got a lockdown. We are fully committing into this one. The lockdown is going to push them out, though, as you mentioned. On the counter, Xfero, though, is going to
This
push
guy's
out
hitting
and
some
try to
shots
grab
today,
them
though.
with their
Give him that.
backs turned. He is going to be traded back by May.
This is the spike recovered by DFM as well. So RRQ not getting as much value as he originally would have hoped. And once again up top.
God, why is it lagging slightly? Do I need to refresh?
Yeah, they really do. I mean, May is just swinging on the vine into the site and just not expecting that at all. It is going to still be a 3v3 situation. As this pit is still up for Monyet. Estrella still able to hold this corner now. As, yeah, Jemkin able to come in and help the cleanup. And now it's all up to Medusa, who has a lot of pressure on him. And 7 seconds, he gets 2! And he's going to hold the plant here. And he gets a third one! He's able to clutch it out in an insane
Wait, how did he get the last kill, though?
What has gotten
He should have been done.
That double swing was so clean, too, from RRQ. The high
Wait, that's a nuts round. How's he stolen that?
But Medusa just has full faith that he's going to hit the first shot. Transfers it right over. TFM, whatever their training regimen has been in between the stages, everyone's got to pick that up. I mean,
wait,
look at this
should be impossible.
Misses, which, by the way, a rare
Oh my god, that's insane, dude.
Off of the plan as well.
Yeah.
That's an insane 1v3. What the hell? Oh my god, RRQ must be devastated. They literally needed that round so badly.
They should have had 3 versus 1 at the very end, and Medusa just shuts them down. So DFM now 7-4, and they're going to open up with the first kill here onto Monyet. As they do look to pressure on in, Xfero is able to take this long trade, and that's the spike down as well.
So now you know that DFM will have to reposition. You still have the turret and the alarm bot to watch mid. So RRQ given that it's a 4v4 and the weaker weapons on Elmimore, they're going to start to try to group
The
up.
Japanese casters are
Third
freaking out.
force
I mean,
fighting out
it was
Bison,
an
making sure you
insane
can make use of those
1v3.
nanoswarms, maybe do a little chip damage. At least make sure that you're
Like if
holding
you
on to
pause,
screen so
if
the
you
retake can
pause that
happen.
with
So
what
this might be
8 seconds to
planning.
go, higher lower setup
They're
of
gonna
one
have
back
a
of the
slot
site.
coming in.
I don't know what percentage you're giving him.
They
It's
do
not more than 5.
declare that they will be moving towards the A site and looking to plant here. Sparrow slowly backing out of this one. And let's see what this retake looks like for the side of RRQ. That the take comes down onto Elmimore. That was not planned.
Yeah, that means no shock darts for the time being.
Spike planted.
There's going to be Estrella trying to pull out here. He's going to get that first kill here onto Medusa, and May just on the corner, able to hold it down, able to
Oh
peek it
man,
once again. He
the
picks up
shots
three,
that are
picks
getting
up
hit,
four,
by the way, are
DFM
incredible.
will
Bro,
close
that's
out
a
the half
that's a
with 8
really nice
rounds.
half from them.
A very, very
RRQ,
rejuvenated DFM.
I mean, they've got a lot
They
to
might be looking to
learn
shock the
from
world once again
this
in their
one.
opening
There's that
match
at
in
least.
Stage 2, just like they did
It was
in
so hard
Stage
playing
1.
against DFM for the
They
first
came out
time, like I
swinging
said.
back then against T1. Of course, didn't go the rest of their way, but now maybe trying
Yeah, that was
to
dude.
recreate
That was a nice
magic.
that was a nice half to watch.
We'll see if RRQ can bring it back.
Yeah, and we did have some data
really was nice.
from RRQ on this map. Their attacker side, 46%. They're going to have to up those numbers here today if they are going to have a chance up against DFM, who just looks revitalized for Stage 2. As you mentioned, they just look fantastic. Not sure what has gotten into them, but clearly the preparation and practice.
May, yeah, he's a
has made
beast,
them a new
man.
team.
His aim
Maybe
is just
Quack
so
was
good.
onto something, you know?
Maybe
Vanya
he
coming
was.
back, and you know, some changes. We see some interesting agent compositions, and DFM's like, no, we're just gonna bring it home the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and on a map they haven't played at all this year to boot, and using a composition that I believe Zeta's actually been trying to stick with the Harbor, and it hasn't really gone very positively for them. But DFM working their magic with it, very slow, very
Hey,
methodical.
NDG, what's up,
And
bro?
more
how we
than
doing?
anything, again, I think the fact that they're
Good to see you here,
always
bro.
having someone there to trade, right? No one's going off trying to make solo
Good
plays.
to see you,
It's not like
man.
Maze digging deep into his own pockets just to bring
Wasted
home some
Val
frags.
as well with the tier 1.
That's
Thank
the
you
big
so much.
difference
Thank you,
here
thank you.
today for DFM.
Yeah, he's certainly being aggressive at times.
Sure.
But it's more so like a team unit, as you mentioned, and he's playing off of utility. He is peeking into people.
You watch the
at right
VODs?
times
Respects, man.
with the
Thank you,
support of
thank
his
you, thank you,
team,
dude.
and sitting at 18-9 right now, so he's feeling pretty good.
W
about
Powell
his
as well. Thank you so
current
much as well.
scoreline.
Appreciate the 14 months, man. Appreciate the
And
tier 1.
he has been having quite
Okay,
the map,
do we actually get a
as
classic? We get
has
no armor with
a
it
lot
just
of the
because they want the
players here
drone
off
on
the DFM
attack.
roster. And let's see what this
And
attacker side is gonna
okay,
look like now
so
for the side of
RRQ's
RRQ
comp
with their
struggles to
triple
get
initiator.
here.
Yeah, so in theory with the triple initiator, you have tools
Let's
to
see if they
counteract the double
actually
controller, right? 'Cause
saying
you've
that
dumped
they
lot
got a
more utils to
Sova, so I
clear
guess
out these
Sova can
smokes step
recon
by
it.
step and
Just the fact that
counter
they
that
struggle to
stalling
cross
power
this,
that
which is
DFM
why we're
has.
using this smoke.
Now that they're on the attack, RRQ, they have a
No one
little
really
bit
uses the
more
delay smoke
priority
anymore.
in how they choose to use those timings.
See, that's just trying to jiggle peek, just trying to
A
get
good pistol from
information
DFM.
on what this push is going to look like. Says ready
Oi.
for the utility to come over the top.
That
and
still
recon
should be
Dark is gonna
okay,
get some value.
right?
Temkin picking up the first kill on this entry. And his
Oh,
buddy
okay,
here
they're in
just
trouble,
hiding
man.
around the corner.
Yeah,
So
they're in
these
trouble.
entry kills from the side of RRQ are looking
That's a
good.
giant
And
swing
two,
from Monyet on 19
now it's
HP.
only May left in a 1v4.
Okay, RRQ,
couple
I
4Ks
think they
here on
also
this
realized
map,
that they
seeing
struggled
do
to
it
get
again
over
with the
towards
Sheriff.
yellow, so they used a
But
knife, a
everybody
recon, a
eyeing the way.
flash.
Still got Montez
They use
just by
literally
time on
everything.
yellow as well.
So yeah,
Hey,
honestly,
he's
with the
aware of the
Sova,
fact that there
it might
might
not
be
be as
someone
hard
on
as
the
I
hunt.
thought. You can do the not that this was the recon that can't get seen from sight, but
So it's good to see that the round may feel lost, but May keeping his focus, making sure that he's getting what he can.
Well, he's going to see that barrel and the hands, actually, of the Killjoy. There's not a lot of time here. And he
okay,
is
I
going
like
to be
this a
taken
lot from
down.
RRQ.
Hunted
Kind of like
down
this.
by
I
Temkin.
love
Picks up
both
his
of these
third kill
pistols,
on the
right?
round.
DFM's pistol where
so
they put
this
the wall over
round
towards
was
here was genius.
most of
This
probably
pistol
what
as
RRQ
well,
was
they're
hoping to make happen
proving
throughout this
that they
map,
can
right? You
take
saw
yellow.
just
Something that in
utility,
theory
just
the
get shut
comp
down,
should
doesn't
struggle
matter.
at
Pop flash with the flash
slightly.
drive still happens, and then there's
So,
a recon as well. So it's not
yeah,
like you
and they
have to rush
util
in to
dumped the
capitalize on
hell out of
flash.
it.
You can sit back and say, all right,
It
you
is
guys
so
put up smokes
much.
for us. We pinged you behind it. It's a free kill. Now we have a numbers advantage. And it's the pistol, so sure, maybe a little bit more impact, but we'll see if RRQ
Okay, we got a
can
pistol
continue that
each as
trend,
well, so we
start
get
to
a
do
good
little bit of
game.
their own conditioning
They're
on their
allowed a
attacking
death.
side.
Kind of allowed 2 deaths. This is for hunting.
Definitely better look for them to start off this half.
It's a lot of investment with the ghost bullets.
Okay, finally dealt with that in one way or another. And yeah, Xfero's just going to hold down this angle here on the Killjoy. The rest of the team pushed over at B.
Thing is with this much time past, DFM, yeah, you might as well start shifting your weight to B. You've already made the commitment to take the space aggressively.
Okay, Icebox, we get a 4-1. One spots something over towards middle.
That, this big shift is going to help them out in spades.
And with this, it's a good indication that we got 4 over towards here. Anything stop the little bro? That's devastating.
Actually, from Estrella and Jemkin, going to prevent that deny.
What a flash, man. What a well-timed flash.
Monyet gets 3, and the Eco here not going to work out for the side of DFM. Unless May, he had a 1v4 the last time. He's trying to get a 1v5 this time. And even the 1v4 did not work. So looking pretty good for RRQ to link 2 in a row, as there it will go. May only picks up 1.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course for RRQ,
and they pick up the gun.
As well, so
and they're allowed a death. They got a death. So we got a really good bonus for them.
Onyx Pharaoh on that lurk. That's a lot of firepower that they can work with.
Man,
sure
poor
that
Medusa.
Swung
into 3 people, spamming it.
Spamming through that smoke, knowing that this is the strength of the double controller trying to come in, deny the wingman, and that would have been trouble for RRQ as they have to close the gap. So overall, keeping their heads in the game. Thrash now online.
No flash
as
going to be hard.
RRQ
Yeah, they kind of have a.
To try to flip the tables.
They kind of have a comp that you would imagine this comp excels against. Whoa, they really want to deny that orb.
Triple initiator.
Oh, kind of nice. I mean, this comp has so much util that you can just do that. Like, it feels like we used a lot, but actually, they still got a good amount.
Everybody throws one piece of utility each. It's already 3 or 4, and then they've still got more for the actual execute, and then maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a stacked comp for util.
You have to realize that their smokes, their screens will not be respected for the majority of the
insert one over towards here. They got an alarm bot in case they get super aggro as well. So it's the 4-1 just with a default over towards A, so we can have the 1 being able to have a little bit more control, which gives them the options of going back. They then, like, I mean, this is as good as a default as you're going to get. Got a recon that scans yellow. Okay, question mark up with the wall down here. You took early A control. Like, this is a thing right now. Giant question marks over towards A and B for DFM.
I wonder if Xpharaoh might have heard May right at the edge when he was on pipes, because that was an immediate reaction.
What did I miss? Why are they rotating? Maybe a Sova recon?
To see if there's any advancement hiding out. Double swing.
No way, he did not mean to get that guy.
But we still do have a couple of members here from DFM that have rotated over to A. Here's the Thrash, trying to clear out the back of this site, see what he can see. Isn't going to see much, but we'll be able to get that back. The spike has been planted.
But 1 molly for after plant, flash recon.
Straight up retake from DFM. As Anthem up on top.
Got Cove on defense, so this molly's pretty big.
Push forward, but already
they can spam this while the molly's there.
Is going to clean out 1. Takes down Medusa, who was up top. And Elmibor still holding this angle. He's able to hold the spray and take down Anthem. Cestus straight it back, but there's not a lot of time here for the side of DFM on the retake. As they will try to hold this defuse here. They are going to get it to half.
Hold up. Hold up. Damn, they actually got the defuse, bro. Yeah, the wall. Viper wall was giant.
Does take them down, but it's still a DFM round win.
I was going to criticize them a little bit because especially against this comp, you kind of want to either keep a track of the mollies or you want to tap the spike before you use the Cove, because the Cove got annihilated as soon as that molly came down. Yeah, I mean, this is just the Viper diff there, bro. Viper wall going up, killed 2.
For Xpharaoh as he had to back out. And in my head, I was getting ready to talk about once RQ wins that round, what were they doing well? The fact that they were ahead in numbers.
Okay, so DFM call it timeout now. There's a few stuff they could be talking about. They could definitely be talking about the Cove, timing, that they probably need to tap the spike first. They could also talk about the fact they only just won this and they could just.
Very well played round.
Wow, let's see what the money's like.
Absolutely. Really like the way they handled that. DFM on that retake, and this is a DFM timeout, even after that round victory. It's not a bonus, but everybody did go down at the end, so still some work to be done. I mean, they still need 4 rounds, and RRQ have come back with a vengeance from the attacker side. So for right now, it does feel like it's still anybody's map, and I'm curious.
Okay, and we get to see why his percentage is so low. Calls a timeout. They just won the round. But because they only won with 1 person alive, they decide to eco.
Yeah, and
Try and do a bit of
RRQ,
damage
they're
and make sure they
gonna
have a
best
full
back
buy
onto
out
rifles.
potentially.
Surely still keeping tabs. I wonder
Potentially
if
with
they're
an
maybe
op.
scared of potential half armor buys coming in from DFM, but
So
you know, not
that's
going for
what,
anything
this
like
right
the
here is
outlaw.
the
Sure,
demonstration
they're
of
on
why
the
the
attacking
stat
side,
isn't a
but we've
good
seen
stat.
that a lot just to counteract the economy.
He's
here
literally
in
called him a
Pacific.
timeout.
But they will just
No
be
one
grouping
lived. He
up to
died at
make
the
sure
end.
they're
Oh,
not
okay.
giving away
They
free
should called him a
weapons.
timeout to do the eco.
Throw forward the
Yeah, because he would have a gun. You're right.
echo utility here. Trying to spam through these so many different walls, and it's a lot of vision.
So yeah, probably big
denial.
win condition they
These two
believe is having the
compositions
op.
here, especially on
And
Icebox. There's a lot to clear out as now the drone is going to come over the top here.
well, they have enough. It's
alongside
two
of
full
the
loss
dagger.
bonus.
The drone might have been able to see them there on the backside. And
Yeah,
actually,
Anthem
does catch Anthem. The flash on through, and Estrella is looking to push in, takes out Medusa, who was on the edge there of that screen. Sess just trade one back, but now the flash coming in on the back.
Oh
of the
my god,
side,
that
and
was a
Alpha
nice,
Florida
that's a
Estrella
nice shot on
easily
heaven.
clean them up.
Yeah, and they would have wanted to do a
chance
little
there
bit more
to
damage in
fight
this
back.
because some of this money
And
is
once
going to
again,
be a little bit
May, he
outrageous.
was holding close on green on the other side. You know, once they got the until it was 8, just in case a rotate happens. Trying to get a cheeky kill or two with the shorty, but
No, yeah, it would be
every
1-9.
time we see him
Yeah,
in
they
this
can't even
position,
op, yeah.
the chances seem
You're
slimmer
right.
and slimmer, right? This time it's with a shorty against 4 members of RRQ with the rifles. So surely looking to try to just go down to the spike, if anything. There's no reason to give over a free ult point, especially to the likes of Elmimore, who's only 1 away. That's why he's on the hunt. He doesn't even have the creds, but he still wants this kill.
Well,
Oh no. Oh no! He'll get
Okay.
the ult.
Yeah.
The gun's kind of huge.
Well, he does get the ult, but May
Honestly, damage is huge here as
picks up
well.
a Vandal.
If he
And
dies, he
we'll
could
see if they do
knife,
try
and
to
then
punish this one.
then he could
Astro
start
is coming
opping as
forward.
well.
Might have spotted the gun barrel there. May looking to peek the corner and takes him down as well.
Whoa,
Oh,
hey,
get a
chat,
third
giant.
as well.
It's
Right
giant.
At the very end, so May gets
It's
some
really good
bonus
damage.
kills at the very end of that round.
Yeah, sorry, it is
Yeah,
1
that
line loss
does
bonus
impact the
because they
economy a
lost, so
bit,
they don't
right?
have
If it was
money.
only
But
Elmimore, you still all
they
should
can
be able
after
to
this
carry
get the
on
op
with full
out, but
armors
obviously you need to win.
and then buy
Really.
the rifle over because Xfera had a lot of creds banked up.
23 to
Now you got
12.
3
Yeah, guys
members
are
on half
guys are
armors, and
monster.
Is that what's going to make or break this round? Maybe not, but could
Okay,
it
so they
impact
literally
the round that
equaled
really
this
matters to
for
close
this
out the
round.
map? Absolutely,
So
it
let's
could.
see what they can do.
Now that Hunter's Fury more important than
And they
ever
did
to get
damage.
value
Like, it's
because
one of the
you
better
spent a
saves in
lot
terms of
to
eco in
secure
this
that
round.
ultimate.
So
Definitely
overall,
does.
who
It
would
is
have thought?
still the
Again,
round
you
of
get to see a
RRQ
drone
slowly
here.
pulling back in this one. As
Team's
he's
still
gonna
getting wrecked
snipe
by
him
it, man.
down, Neth. Not
Crazy.
able to do much in this round before getting
Every
taken out.
single team will insta-sova ult here within the first 5 seconds.
Gonna be hit by that dagger. And May, alongside of Anthem, maybe looking to push aggressively, but there's so many things in his face. As the Gecko utility does come in, but May hits a nice
spacing
Anthem
there
as
was
well.
pretty
Medusa
bad.
gets a kill. He
Nice
picked
shots.
that too. And now it's all up to Jemkin here. In the 1v2, Medusa gonna peek him again, but Jemkin, not to be outdone, picks up a second, is going to get this spike planted as well. We have a straight up 1v1. Sass a bit healthier. at
As
this point in
Fischl
time.
as well with the
Jemkin's
plant.
Weary of the flank. The spike in a good position for him to try to spam it down from afar as well. But
Sunset
you have to
Emerald,
remember,
thank
it
you
is
so much for the
Viper
gifted. Thank you,
left
thank you.
alive. Sess,
Not
use that
underscore
Thompson screen
Saint as
to
well
try to
with the
bait
prime.
out Jemkin's
Thank you for
position.
the 2
Right,
months.
see
Not
where
Saint.
the spam's coming from.
Definitely
and
not Saint.
counteract it. It's a matter of time for Sess. So many angles to clear
Dude,
right
it
now.
is lagging.
Yeah, and
What is
there's
going
still
on
a decent
today?
amount of time here at least.
Thing is, he has the wall.
The defuse, he is going to tap it, and here comes the
Yeah,
thrash.
going up makes
looking
sense.
Desperately.
Heard him, I think.
Yeah,
And
must
now he
have.
can wall up in half it
Jemkin
at
gonna throw down
least.
that snake bite, or rather get hit by the snake bite. Sass
Oh,
gets an
it's
animate,
close,
trying
it's
to spam it,
close.
but no, Sass is
Damn,
able to
bro,
hold it, and
respect.
finally
Gets
taken
the
out at very
defuse.
end, but still,
And he
it's
used
another
Fischl.
close
Giant
round
win,
that goes
man.
the way of DFM.
Giant win.
Oh, man. 2 rounds like
Played
that.
it well, bro. Got the height
RRQ.
against the fish.
For your own sake, you have to win this map, because otherwise those 2 rounds are going to live in your head rent-free for the rest of the night.
2 free diffusers. Yeah, the
can't believe
Viper's
Sess. He
just
makes
diffusing
sure that he
everything with
knows
this
the
wall.
timing. He knows he can survive to get the defuse before the mosh goes off. Not sure if he was confident or if he just thought it was the best chance, but it works out for DFM. He was already past the half. Look at him. He's keeping his eye on the bar. He's got the smile. The coaches weren't sure. That's
It was close. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
They seemed pleasantly surprised at the very end there. But a win's a win, as they say. And DFM now just 3 rounds away from taking this map. And you see that May able to
Okay,
buy
so
up
with
here to
this,
an
we got
operator
1,
now.
2 that can't
Of course,
buy.
did have the Blade Storm
We
from
got
last
4
round,
people that
so
can't buy.
gonna
So
hold
whoever
down the
loses
snake
this,
on the
you would
defense. Now
imagine
we do
loses
have
2.
RRQ
So giant
looking to
round.
Pressure in towards B.
DFM still thinking that they can't take over towards yellow. In theory, they should struggle, but again, if they use 4 bits of util again, this guy yellow is dead.
DFM's cleared it so deep. May jumping off of the conveyor belt as well, looking right across the edge. So DFM knows for certain that this is a B hit.
They definitely do. Jemkin trying to just throw something at Medusa. They want to hit him with something. Shock darts coming out. Medusa will be cleared out, but Cess.
The harbor wall was really nice, though. Yeah, the harbor wall game. Yeah, the harbor wall was everything here. Still a 2-on-2. Boss man. No, not like that.
But May should know he is in the corner.
30 seconds.
Oh, that's a big miss. Oh no, that's a devastating round for him.
RRQ. They realize that Xfero's stuck and they might as well make it a 2v1. 20 seconds, have to book it all the way to the A site. The spike should get planted, but RRQ, they're trying to calm things down. They want to check all corners.
Still
only
10
14 seconds. Now you don't have that leisure. You got to swivel.
10 seconds
Yeah,
left.
they do a bunch of that. It's going to be up to Anthem, who was incredibly clutch at the beginning of this map. We'll see if he can pull it back for the team here once again. It is a 1v2. He was able to pull off a 1v3 earlier to get the clutch for the team.
Nightmare.
This is a big ask.
There's a recon at least.
The turret down here up against the Killjoy. He doesn't have a lot of information, and yep, Estrella just perfect timing there. Able to
big
catch him
miss,
with the
man.
knives out. And Anthem
Big
does go
costly
down, so
miss.
RRQ keeping
In
this
terms of
one
good
close.
stuff
They
though,
pick
this
up a
harbor, like even though they use so, like this is
I mean,
what I'm saying about this comp struggling to go yellow, right?
They're starting to
Flash,
push out one by
molly,
one, right? The pinch doesn't
recon,
happen here as Jemkin peeks out.
knife,
I get it that you pinged him earlier.
another flash, and over towards B because of the wall. They still managed to hold on to yellow. Like they threw everything yellow and they still lost. It's just hard for them to get out of this choke and at the same time like worry about blocking the crossfire. If someone's in front of this wall, they haven't really got anything,
For sure.
and
It
no
hasn't
one can
been
like
the
dash
cleanest
over towards
map,
yellow,
but
so this
still,
box
I
just
would say
becomes
the
like a
biggest map at this
nightmare.
point in time. They were able to
But yeah,
spend a lot of
I
kills
like
on
what they
the
did here
hands
with the
of
wall.
DFM.
Just
RRQ still in the driver's seat here.
I mean, in theory,
comeback
RRQ should just wait it
from the
out.
attacker side, which has been stronger tonight.
Sunset Emerald again.
Both of
What
these
is going on
teams
there?
may
Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for doing that.
see if he can get some cheeky kills on this eco.
Yeah, that is absolutely a cheeky angle. Seeing if you can get one for free. Now, RRQ, if they invest this pit, they have to realize that there's a lot of ultimates on the other side, so it's not going to be as
Yeah,
free
it's
as
just an
you think,
eco, and like we
despite
said,
the weapon
what-
advantage and Maze plants
Dude,
like
he
a
hits that
shot.
one though.
Oh, that's already massive. I mean, you get value under the Marshall, and there's still no plant down. Some spam coming on through. Even the classic right clicks getting some damage, but it does look like RRQ able to bully their way onto the site here. May still holding onto this Marshall.
Yeah, but the flank, Medusa coming in from far. He picks up a rifle as well.
Ooh.
He could do a lot of damage. May not wanting to show his barrel through the Viper's pit.
He's just going to hang out in the corner here for a little bit. Cess trying to make some noise up there. The ping does come down.
Medusa needs to make
Yeah,
something
just
happen
waiting for
first
Medusa
May
here.
to be able to jump in.
He's going to make
I
his way
respect that.
in. And Medusa, oh, that's a 2K. He's trying to retake this one. He's trying to make the clutch happen. There's really not that much time, but if they both peek him, there is potential. He is going to get some damage down on the Jemkin, who just pushes through it and takes him down. RRQ nearly
All right,
tied
it
up
ended
here,
up being a
9 to
pretty good
10.
eco, right? 2 people just surviving.
I mean,
Have to rebuy
that was
armor.
what
Got
a
3 gun
partial
rebuys. At least they kept
purchase, right,
every
for
single eco at the
DFM.
moment.
So
DFM are
the fact that
doing.
they're still able
Doing pretty
to
good
keep
damage.
RRQ starving for credits.
That
Make
shot
sure
was
they have to
nuts,
reinvest
bro.
every one of these rounds. Just goes to show how clean DFM's been looking.
Which
I
comp do I
have to say,
prefer, the
overall,
triple
I think
initiator or triple
DFM has had
controller?
more
I think
consistency in
I think
how
FPX
successful
honestly,
they've been and
if
how
they
clean
had
it's been, how
the
confident they've been in their
glove
choices,
B
but
heavy
RRQ doing
yellow
their
with
best to
one
try
way
to catch
here,
back up,
I
now with
think
half
they
armors across the board,
have the
1
best
point away from
Icebox
the
in the
thrash
world.
for Jemkin.
So I kind of prefer
See where they
FPX's
wanna go
comp
with
just
this
because I think
one.
it's unbelievable on attack,
This
and
time
I
around,
just
it
think
does
they're
look
one
like,
default
some
away
of the
from
Killjoy
being
outside of A, and some more pressure
borderline
towards B.
unbeatable
This
on
has
the
been
map.
kind of, you know, the
I
starting
think there's too
call, and
many.
then
I
eventually
think
they
there's
do
too many
rotate
one ways
into
you
what
can
they
do on this
actually
map.
do wanna go for.
I think they
Couple
sussed it, man.
members pushing out even
I'll be
towards
honest.
green from the side of DFM, seeing what they can see there.
Ooh, the drone not tagging anything. I'm
But maybe it
curious to
only
see what
works because
DFM's
life's a
decision is based
mentalist
off
as
of
well.
that.
I'm not entirely
It
sure.
does look like they're going to shift a little bit more power to mid and
But like
B.
their overall macro of how they play the
0
map
point
is
now
incredible.
Gives them a bit of an inkling that RRQ
Like one of the
still
best
hasn't
I've
made up
seen.
their mind. Now RRQ, they've denied, you know, any free
But defense is
control of something
shambles,
like
bro.
Pipes.
In my
They'll
opinion,
run
they
the
play
A
it
side,
wrong.
So they have the freedom of choice to go either way, and now on the timing of the drone going through green, They're going to start to shift their weight, and the drone fake has worked pretty well. DFM's not going to bite fully, but they are saying, okay, the likelihood was on B side at that moment.
Yeah. And then the more the time goes by, we do have a lot of members here of DFM who are
Good
right
ults to retake.
And are ready for this retake, and there it is. Harbalt's going to come down, but
Okay, we
still
got
this
nothing
plant
to
will
stop
happen.
that though.
And trying to peek here.
Oh,
is
they
May
take
is
a
going to
lot
see
of space.
Trying to spoke on some of the
Oh,
heads, and now the
wait,
flash is
he
coming
tucked in?
out and is going to get
Oh,
taken
why
out
did he
that
tuck
corner.
in?
Here is the lockdown, trying to push them back as much as possible.
Nade looks off, right?
Lineups
Can they
are
not
good
just
for
defuse
now,
this?
just
Oh no,
trying to
Nade looks
buy
good.
time during all of that utility, and Magnet good for the first kill, trying to get the spray down. They know that they're sticking, and Magnet needs to
Oh
keep
my
going.
god, what a
Oh,
hero.
and they're able to stop the defuse from
Yeah, not having
happening.
another one of those
Magnus is on the back of the
diffusers.
site. He
Okay,
keeps
Giant
taking
from
them down.
RRQ.
Australia
I
gonna take down
think
Cess as well, and
DFM
it is
misplayed it a
flawless
little bit.
round from
Instead of
RRQ.
hiding from the fish,
The
they kind of had
lineups
to
to delay.
break
It got
this. I
pretty
saw people
close,
tucking in, and then
but
two of them got
DFM were taken
detained.
out in the end.
So that was
Yeah,
just
it
like a
looked very
split-second
chaotic, but
decision
the conclusion
making
is
that
that
kind of
RRQ
cost them
first
a
of
little
all
bit.
realized that
It was nice
DFM's
from
gonna
RRQ
be
though. See
a
the
lot more
util dump over
decisive
towards
about whether
site.
they stick
It looked
on
like
the
they realized they
defuse
were
or
going to
not.
play
That
retake, and
also
they just
gives
didn't
them a
use
little
any
bit of the
util
taste
getting
of their
over
own
towards the
medicine.
site, and then they
Magnet
had
just
everything for this.
swinging through the jungle of Icebox, picking up a kill, making sure he gives vision for the second on the defuser as well, and that will draw out that second time out. So again, chaos
Sunset
or not,
Emerald again,
adjustments
bro.
coming in from
What is
RRQ,
this?
and
Is
now
this just
DFM
Logic changing
looking
his
to
name?
answer
Thank you
back.
for the gift as well.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I've been saying it's kind of anybody's map because, yes, DFM got ahead, but then RRQ were coming back very strongly, but the way the last 6 or so rounds have looked, RRQ has definitely been in major control. Even with some of them getting kind of dicey, kind of sloppy, whatever you want to call it, RRQ's still very consistently pushing ahead, and now it does feel like they have very nice momentum, forcing that second timeout here, winning a big round there.
That's your first message as well. You had to even messaged. What is this?
Still had the thrash, the combat, things like the lockdown as well. So understanding the dynamic between the ultimates.
25%. Yeah, but
I mean,
chat.
it took
He
16
earlier.
rounds, but
Look at his
RRQ was the one
timeouts.
who did eventually
He did a
catch up.
timeout
DFM no
here,
longer has a
where
clear
if he
lead,
cared about his
nor did they
stats, he
have
would have
the
told them to
weaponry
buy.
to
He does a
try to
timeout
snatch it
here,
back.
where they're gonna be on a
Scrape
low
together
buy
whatever they
eco.
can have. You got
Like
the
he doesn't
Viper's
give
spear
a.
as well,
He
but
doesn't
it
care.
doesn't look like it's gonna
This is
be
why the
used
stat
off the
doesn't
rip.
work.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's see
If you actually cared about your stats, you could be in a team and you could have like a high 80% coach win rate, but you're not having impact. Like, you're not having impact.
So
You're just calling it when you got all the ults, you know you're gonna win.
to stay grouped in the beginning.
The point
Even
is,
now, short to 1-4
pointless
split,
stat.
just to make sure that you're not giving away green clearance for free, but you're staying very tightly grouped up. And May wants to be the Joker who's going to break things apart, trying to make sure RQ stays divided, but he's got no support to be able to push further out.
Let's see how this one goes. We do have the flash over the top. The orb is going to be taken here. And no full committal just yet, but that lockdown will be committed to here from Xpero.
What is the timing like on these two?
Back.
Wild.
Nope. I don't think either of them are going to have any
That's
info that
so
they
wild.
pass each
Yeah,
other.
they're never gonna know.
Anthem might be able to do some damage because I think that turret's about to deactivate if Xpero goes deeper into the site.
That is very wonky. And now we got some fighting here on A. A couple trades back. May only does get
God,
one.
it's so laggy
And
today.
the
Let me
spike
refresh
has
after
been
this.
planted. He is going to tap onto it, force some sprays down, see if he can get some angles on where exactly those members are.
The alarm bot's
The
here. It's
alarm
fine.
bot's in his way, but if he goes up on Belt, RQ will have no idea.
Oh, but RRQ are getting some really
Yeah,
good
and
trades on
everyone's
A as
dead
this is
anyway.
happening,
Doesn't
and
matter
Anthem
too much.
also going to be taken down.
Yeah, let me refresh this one.
Trades on A as this is happening, and Anthem also going to be taken down as Xpero is able to watch that angle and takes him down. So RRQ finally taking the lead here once again.
And just at the end, we saw exactly how that turret was placed. I'm pretty sure it actually just didn't tag him because he stuck all the way
Two times,
deep.
dude. I think that's
So,
why it's
I mean,
lagging.
RQ, it
I'm
might
just gonna
bite
leave it
them
on
back
normal.
if
It's only
something similar happens
a
again,
little bit.
But for now, like you said, Monet's lurk hitting a bit faster. You know, throwing DFM into confusion one step earlier.
Yeah, RRQ just feels like they started out a little bit slow, kind of caught off guard by DFM, but as we have seen, I mean, 4
Close
rounds
the
in a
YouTube
row.
chat. We'll see if
has
it
been a very
we'll see if it
dominant
lags
attacker
again.
side
It shouldn't
from them
do.
so far.
I think it was only
Still very
lagging because it was
close
on
map,
times
but
2.
DFM haven't had a lot of momentum here. They're finally able, of course, to
Okay,
buy
so they
up.
ecoed down
going to be
for
a
a big
critical
buy
round
round,
for
and
them
this is
because
pretty
they dropped
much
this
it,
one.
right? They would have to
Yeah,
low buy after this,
pretty
and then
much losing the
13.
map from there. So let's see if DFM can hold on.
And so they've chosen to just leave A site empty. They're going to vie for green control a bit more aggressively. That's going to be the curveball they're relying on. Planting May deep, but RRQ, they've got a decent read on this because there's been no movement on A. There's no tag on the turret in mid. They're playing this slowly to try to regain space, make sure that there has to be a commitment from DFM. May even getting tagged, trying to bait them
Oh my
in.
god.
Takes a lot
Yeah,
of
he's trying to
damage
get a
for it.
lot
Now the
for
drone
it. To
spotted.
actually see if anyone's following
RRQ
up the
knows
drone.
it's a two-man stack.
People like to just one-person fake map
And that's
control.
gonna give them the information they need to
So
group up
question mark.
and
Great,
look
over
for a push
towards this.
elsewhere. But immediately DFM are
That's
rotating
nice
out of
though.
this
Sees
one.
2.
Not looking to
going
hold down
back.
a lot of defense on
And obviously
B
you only
site.
saw
Actually,
2 over
both of
towards
them
B.
already moving over towards A, which
Yeah,
is
do we
where
have
RRQ
5-person
are
sack
looking
here for
push.
DFM?
As that suppression
Do
is
they
going
try to
to
get
come
Viper
down.
down?
They do look to push here onto this one, the Hunter's Fury once again, but Lanyet's still going to go in, and Neth is going to take him down, but Estrella and Jemkin, they push onto the site, and this defuse is looking good. It is a 5 kill in a row rounds here for
They
the
got
side of RRQ
annihilated.
after only losing Monyet.
Buyback site, KO just took down
Pushing
everything.
as a
They got
team makes a world of a
annihilated.
difference here for RRQ. There were a couple rounds earlier where they looked a little bit disjointed, but this time
Okay,
Monyet
2 chances to
kinda
finish this
leading
off.
by example and saying, even if I don't get the kill,
Chat,
let
I'm
me
gonna
open up
flashbang
the
you, I
angles
think.
so you guys can all go for
let's
the
wait for this.
trades. It's funny that it has to be a Viper, but someone has to do it, and there's no duelist on this side. They've already committed to it.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
all
they had
holding
they had
one
good
angle
positions.
each.
The fact that the wall just goes down. Chat, flashbang, watch out. 3,
Yeah, we
2,
saw it.
1,
Pretty
10.
cool.
No, don't you worry.
Oh, it didn't even go on your screen. You
Very
guys are so
enjoyable
fine.
to watch, yes. We did watch. He's got his blades out, and he's looking to push down through pipes, and he's looking
There you
to get a flank going. But now he's just going to regroup with the team over towards B, as this push is coming in pretty quickly from the side
Fade
of
missed the
RRQ.
flash, yeah.
Shock
Bad
dart
flash.
already, and some information that DFM is here and ready to potentially defend.
Yeah, RRQ's very well aware that the whole team is here.
Oi.
What a spam
What?
by Estrella.
Yeah, that's just massive. But Anthem, a couple of Guardian kills, making this interesting. Gonna take a lot of wind out of the sails.
Hey, bro,
of this push.
they love fighting them at
More
yellow at the
backing
moment.
Backing off, a push is coming down mid.
Hey, that's
as we
Spike.
speak as
Now
well.
what do they
Drake
do?
one
Keep an
more,
eye on
the Spike
Killjoy,
is
locking
down.
all the way
Sparrow's
through.
gone through. DFM has no idea. I mean, Medusa's watching it, but
Me-
not through the window.
Yeah.
Anthem
And this
is
is
like
really the critical
kind
moment.
of watching for
Can
potential
we
of
see
middle, but
Xfero get massive value here, potentially get
They
the
haven't
drop
seen
on the
each
two of them.
other.
We do see, I think it was Anthem was looking down mid, but he's not looking in the right spot. The shot a little bit messy, but he's able
oh,
to
it's a
get the
giant
one.
kill, 5
As Neth is
HP. That's what
able
it came
to
down to.
survive
Big
on
1v2,
five.
free A site.
And
Got some
Omimore
mollies
gets
though.
the read that if
Alright,
they're still sticking
alarm
around
bot,
yellow,
out of range.
that it has to eventually have been the entire stack, or at least just watching mid here by DFM. Omimore looking to get this clutch, bring home the victory for RRQ. Sure, Neth, like you said, only 5 HP, but it is still another body.
Did I do pick'ems for EMEA? I think so, yeah. I think I only just didn't do Americas because it
He's also
starts a
got
little bit later.
Vandal in hand, and Elmore still a lot of angles he has to hold down. As he is going to find Medusa in the
okay.
1v1. And not exactly the best peak,
I mean,
suppose,
Giant,
but
bro.
it works
Anthem did
out,
so
and
good to
Medusa
get
gets the
to.
kill.
I like
They
that
will
whole
get the
idea, though,
defuse.
that, again,
DFM,
that I
they're
think they're
not
just
going
looking
down just
at this
yet.
comp, and you can definitely see the game plan to fight
Some of
heavy
those
over
guns,
towards
and
yellow.
They're able to stay around on Icebox.
Yeah, RRQ trying to force
RRQ has a
it
timeout,
away
right? Maybe.
to B site.
Maybe
now,
a good
on
time
E
to use it.
site, It can actually work if you have more util, because now if they're hiding in corners to get the crossfire, you're going to make sure either they're taking chip damage or they have to come out at a disadvantageous time, things like that. But over on B, I mean, both of you can just spam through the smoke, and you are not going to have the certainty that you have the better angles. Got a little bit lax there, and that's going to force Coach Ewok to call that timeout. Try to make sure they cross the finish line, because or else
Did I pick Na'Vi or Heretics? I went for Na'Vi.
So far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
I went
very
for
close
Na'Vi.
map
So I
still.
think Heretics will be
feel like,
practicing the
DFM,
new
they ruled
patch.
the first half, and now RRQ have ruled mostly the second half.
Oh,
But
or at least be
still,
looking
you see
forward
that
to the new
scoreline,
patch.
12 to 11. DFM slowly struggling, slowly clawing their way back
That might be.
into a position. That wasn't a round I feel like they should have been able to win, but RRQ perhaps just trying to push a bit too hard onto that B site. They get caught out with a couple of deaths, and then they lose a lot of pressure on that push, and they have to rotate. Doesn't work out for them. and I would love to listen and hear what Ewok has to say going into this final round before potential overtime.
Yeah, something that RRQ hasn't really done much of is work mid, right? They haven't put much pressure on it early. Now, obviously, having no
don't
duelist
work
means
mid.
that you're not going to have a speedy
Don't
hit
do
on
it.
it. But
Focus
now
on the normal
Sparrow's got
stuff.
that
Be
operator.
sure.
We've seen him do this a couple times in stage 1.
It's hard
where
for
he
them.
will start to be the one that holds a
But
little
they
bit of
knew
the
last time
aggressive
when
angles
they
on the
tapped
lurk.
Spike over towards
cut
A
off
that they
any
used all their ults and they
rotations
tried
that
to
are flying
flood.
for info. Meanwhile,
They might
DFM,
think that they're
they
retaking
look
over
like they
towards
might
A
be wanting
again.
to push out eventually to take control of pipes and belt for a little bit of A control.
Oh, that's a lot of fast B pressure. We got it drone.
Yeah, we'll
We got wall
see if
up.
they do
We
go
got
for that.
knife.
For now,
Knife
it's
didn't
gonna-
hit anyone.
just gonna
Oh,
wait
that's a lie.
around,
He got
although
hit by the knife. That's
slowly
sick.
pushing up here is
Now they think
May
that he
as
could be
it
behind
does
yellow.
begin.
They're not
Stroud
100% sure he actually...
looking for this one, and he
Oh.
might actually find himself looking at 3 members. Oh, but the timing on that is perfect. He sees Neth, he sees the shots come through, and is able to get out without a scratch.
Yeah, Medusa's going to be the one that DFM's banking on. If he gets the first kill, then he can be the bait that forces them to chase. But the Thrash is being used to clear. They can't quite clear Nest, and that's the Hunter's Fury trying to fish for it. Will not land the kill on Xfero.
Yeah, not quite. Does do a decent
Yeah,
job.
I mean, Fish hit the
As May
Fish hit
kind
the
of,
Jet, but
awkward
do
fatigue
they
there
expect
for
the
him
Killjoy
as
up
he's gonna
here?
back away.
Dude, if
I think he might
Killjoy
have
tucked
forgotten
in
that this
here,
is a
oh my god.
possibility. So much has been traded out, but
Gonna get
now
one
they
more?
know. He gets out
He gets
alone.
out.
How does he get out of there? He's able to get that kill and just skirt away.
That's so funny.
Without much damage
I
done
did
at
not think he
all.
was gonna get out of there.
23 armor.
And now no
30
time. I mean,
seconds left.
Viper's Pit up on the B side. DFM's pretty
Whoa.
sure that this is a hit.
Oh, Medusa.
He's still alive.
Yeah, how is this guy still alive?
He's still kicking
Oh.
as May is able to come in and take down Jemkin
Okay.
through the Viper's screen, and now Monyet up top.
Wow, we
He's
got
gonna have
another
to
one.
be the hero. He does pick up 2. Can he make it 3? No, Neth able to jump down with the shorty.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I
10
mean,
seconds,
can't
and
win
a
this,
dream.
right?
Xfero
Whoa,
trying to hold
whoa,
it. He is going to
whoa.
get one
But
kill,
no
but he
time.
Oh
can't
my
get the
god,
second.
bro,
He doesn't
that
have
would have
enough
been
time. Maybe we'll go,
disastrous.
and we
If he
will
got that
have
kill
overtime.
early, he gets the plant down.
My. I mean, RRQ, they were starting to
Oh
look
my
better
goodness.
and better.
Overtime.
But just a couple of these corners, and it's
So
always
good.
that second
So
floor,
good.
you know?
That was crazy,
They're always
man.
looking at ground floor. They're good at clearing that.
I can't
But
believe this
these
guy gets his
nests
knife
or
out. He
these
thinks he's
walls that
sticking
you're
it.
able to use
Thinks
on
he's sticking the
Icebox,
plant. Yeah, look at the
continuing
time
to
there.
grasp at RRQ's ankles, not letting them close out the map. And DFM, what focus to bring this back to overtime right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty insane how they were able to win, especially the round before, where I felt like they were in a really rough spot. Once RRQ hit 12, and perhaps RRQ themselves kind of thought, okay, we did it. You know, DFM, they don't have an economy. We just beat them in the most important round. We got this. And then DFM just annoyingly sticking through. Annoying for RRQ, of course, and DFM. All credit to them. They're making this real interesting in this first map. This is not exactly.
Okay, well,
what
I don't
was
think
expecting
DFM will be going over
personally.
towards middle with their
Man,
success
they have really
rate.
come out with a fire here in this first one.
Yeah, and May 27 kills to the 20 deaths.
I say as we double
Absolutely
push
doing
middle. Uh-oh.
lion's share here for DFM. I mean, on the Korean stream, they were able to talk to the coaching staff of DFM, and they talked about how they want to play around May even more, enable him even more.
That could be enough,
to
though.
play to his strengths, make sure
Little
that
bit of
he's,
pressure.
comfortable playing things like the Jet, which is something that he was shying away from. They were playing mostly all just raise maps, and now we're seeing his Jet looks good. I think you should play it more, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, there's. It's kind of insane what he's doing on this map. Like, just play it every time.
Knife hits
to be
too.
honest. It's so strong. Maybe not on every single map, but you know, it's very good. It's very good.
40 seconds.
But
That's
let's see
hitting in
what
spawn
DFM
still.
have in the tank here for
Oh
their first
god, they're
tender
going
round
middle.
of this
Honestly, if we look at the
overtime
mini
as,
map, if they
you
go
know,
B,
they
it's an
have not
unbelievable
shied
call
away
right
from
now.
it
The
too
turret will
much. They
spot the
have
Mali.
oftentimes looked to put in pressure
Oh,
here.
the turret's gonna get
And
blocked.
here they go.
Oh, they
That
dashed
cascade, that
before.
should let RRQ know. Xfero, good
Dashed
spam
before
through
the wall
smoke,
blocked
picks up
it,
an
so they
important kill
do
on
get the
Viper,
info.
and now RRQ just needs to stay alive to play to the number strengths here on the retake.
That's exactly what it looks like they're going to try to do as the plant does come down. They kind of in a cheeky spot here. And a lot of angles covered by DFM. Let's see how RRQ does want to handle the retake.
This is going to be interesting.
They're sending
Sefero's
one
got a
guy
really
from
good
behind,
flank.
but the rest, the lion's share of the members looking to poke straight in as Medusa falling down gets taken out of the air by Monyet. And now Elmimore, the perfect timing to get on in here. A couple of kills do go to DFM. Anthem still holding it down.
Yeah, it's the fair is just unbelievable push on this one.
And RRQ will pick up the first overtime round.
Yeah, never important
any that's three attempts from DFM over towards middle, all resulted in a loss.
I wanted to give credit to DFM as well. You know, they were able to push through mid, but they wanted to make sure that they were able to
yeah, he did good. I mean, first guy falling down is an easy one, but yeah, the second kill was huge. Oh, that's a huge kill as well. The wall kind of gives it away that they go middle.
For these trades, but unfortunately, Monyet forces Medusa out of position, and that leads to the crumbling of DFM's post plan.
Yeah, Monyet, a couple of very important early kills there. Also, that spray just held for the entire time, just getting the kill at the very end. That's got to feel pretty good for him. And let's see now, RRQ, as you mentioned, both these teams have been very successful on the attacker side, but DFM not able to get it done on their overtime attacker side. Is now Sass going to be
yeah, there's a good amount of util use for this.
Now. Let's see if RRQ does commit onto the B side. It doesn't feel like they've had a lot of success, though, pushing towards B. So it does look like they will rotate out.
Yeah, but DFM knows the same thing, right? They realize that B's usually just been used to push and pull.
Okay, so B default, insert one over.
By Anthem. 2 members to trade in a crossfire at that.
3 people on A.
He's going to be the first point of contact. Now, this drone should let RRQ know that DFM was holding close.
Yeah, it should, as he is going to send that out pretty early. May is going to be rooted out of one of those nests and does get pushed back. So bit by bit, they are trying to peel away layers of the A site. But we still have a couple of guys that are still
so with that, they then take A control. We've got one person faking A, and we've got everyone going over towards B. This guy definitely heard something. Rotate's coming in. 4 people here. 30 seconds. How on earth do they deal with the Viper at yellow?
Should be very ready for this. Now can they hit the
The only way they win is if DFM overextends.
A couple of guys there behind yellow. Now he's got the shorty out, but Sass is going to be rooted here as May picks up a couple. He is pretty low on health, but already doing lion's share of the carrying. As now pushing in Medusa, they don't clear him out. He picks up 2. And out to Estrella with 7 seconds. He's got to hold this one, and May is just going to peek him. Oh, Estrella does get the kill, but Anthem easily backs off and denies the round win. So we're tied up once again, 13-13.
Yeah, I don't know what the cue was in terms of sound. Maybe this guy heard the rotate, maybe this guy heard someone close here, but yeah, they had 4 people here, and again, comp struggles at yellow. They want to just fight them here. Been happening the whole game.
Okay, we can still leave one person here just in case, but everyone else should start rotating. Because if they're not following on this 0 point, right, the tendencies they have, that's DFM's share. They take us to another set of overtime. Still no operators on either side, so we're not going to see any of those ballsy plays. But it is going to be a push out from RRQ. Now,
this knife might hit lots.
For most of the half after it didn't work
only
initially.
2? It was close to hitting 2 more.
Now they'll just back off after seeing how many members they've tagged.
Yeah. 0 point comes through, and they're like, oh, okay. Let's slow this one down a little bit. Drone's going to come over the top, sees a head. See what else it can see as May is looking to follow up right behind this one, just slowly peeking.
A lot of space early.
Walls are going to be thrown up, but May and Medusa have pushed forward here over the wire as well. Getting onto the site, now peeking onto the back of it as RRQ are stacked up here. Elmi Moore able to get a couple. And
nice trades from them. Yeah, it was really nice trades. The overall strat from DFM was kind of nice.
So
all to the
RRQ actually doing
left,
something
kind of
very
like what
similar
Fnatic
that
would
DFM
do with
has
an
been
alarm
doing
bot
as well,
behind
right?
it,
One person
and then
gets tagged, they work
go all the
as
way around the
bait to
right.
try to
Because
draw
DFM
them
had
in,
a lot
and
of
they're
numbers
actually
here.
using DFM smokes
I mean,
against them, really
was it
starting to
Elmimo that got
funnel
double
in
killed at the
behind
beginning? That was
some of these walls that the
everything really.
Heartman Viper put up. And surprise, surprise, there's just
Yeah,
too
this
many
is
targets
everything.
when Anthem swings out around that box. The DFM, a rude awakening for them.
Dude, he slaps him up there.
From the site. No plant either.
That's wild.
So didn't even quite see the light of day. Now RQ
It hit the guy
once
upper.
again for the third and fourth time, trying to close out this map. Their choice on Icebox.
Yeah, it is very close on their choice of
Wingman,
Icebox,
yeah, what is that about?
Again, as I said earlier, a win's a win if they can get it done. But
Got a
DFM
slap
have
on him,
not
man. We'll
made
give him
it
that.
easy for them. And now, RRQ back on the attacker side. Nobody seeming to have much luck on the attacker side in overtime. Anthem here with the drone. See what he can see.
Does anybody clear it on purpose? Looks like it's just going to be Monyet shown alone. It's the Viper, so it's hard to really glean any information. Obviously, you can work off of assumptions and patterns, but it doesn't really serve a lot of info. Now you see the drone as well, so DFM holding their ground on B. Meanwhile, Xfero not making any.
Oh,
Oh.
he peeks out there, he gets flashed. Really unfortunate timing for May, but this is a
Anthem
great
needs to
opportunity
kill
now
too.
for RRQ. They know Anthem's right around the corner.
Oh my
The
God.
Wingman is gonna help out
Back to
hugely.
back.
Medusa still able to get the one kill.
No way,
Oh,
he's
no,
full blind.
Flash not able to
There's no
stop
way.
him from getting that kill somehow, and Anthem holds it down.
He ate it.
What is going on?
30 seconds left.
Icebox just wants us to watch more of DFM because everything's going their
Xfero.
way.
He's a giant pause
Xfero,
though.
he
Yeah,
had
giant
pushed
pause, giant
all the
kill.
way
Good
behind them.
reposition, can be
And now
anywhere.
he's kind of the thorn in the middle of the map. They don't know exactly where he's going to rotate to. They can't rotate over very quickly.
Oh
LB
boy,
also
it's
gonna
falling
get the
apart.
Pick off onto Anthem here. Neth also looking to swing, and now it's
Oh, boy.
He's able to hold on to that one.
And he gets the info, gets out of there. Oh man, nicely done. Wait, at 10 HP, it should be done. Tom's coming in, he's 10 HP.
This is looking like a done deal, and that
Xfero
will
did
be
really,
RRQ
really
finally able
good.
to
They
take
over-rotated a little bit.
Icebox 15-13.
Okay,
Probably
Man, that was
not
close.
in the fashion that RQ wanted, given the
Yeah,
hype
but DFM
around
has
this
some really
roster
nice stuff, to be
reshuffle,
honest.
but like you